guys, welcome to my channel. My name is ReadingBear and I hope you are ready for some more stories. And today, we'll take a look at some new IdoWorkHereLady content. If you enjoyed my content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and post some bear emojis in the comment. And now, let's dive right into the stories.
The first story is titled, Not Allowed in the Bakery I Work In. I'm 18 and have worked in my hometown bakery/shop since I was 16. It's a cute little town where everyone practically knows everyone, and there are mostly sweet old men and ladies walking their dogs or kids running around to collect stickers from the local library. I've lived here my whole life, and though I'm looking at moving for university this year, it's still a wholesome little town. Anyway, this takes place during the corona pandemic, but shortly after the first initial lockdown in England. We are considered an essential business because we sell milk and bread, as well as flour at the time. We have to wear masks at our jobs and advise our customers to wear masks too, though we're not supposed to tell them specifically to wear one. See my profile for the fake service dog lady for the reason behind that rule. I still wasn't back at college for the time, so was asked to help out a few hours here and there with my boss and coworker because one employee was still furloughed for the time being. I had to say yes and got a little extra money under my belt. However, because of our low stock at the big bakery, which supplied all of our food to cook and bread to sell, we didn't get a lot of sandwich fillings and often had to go to the local shop right next door in order to pick up extra butter, lettuce, etc. This one fateful day, we had run out of butter as we recently started making bacon baps in the morning and the builders were coming in herds. So my boss asked me to take a few pounds out of the till, go get some butter, then get the receipt and yada yada. I was used to doing this and didn't complain. I took my work apron off and threw my jacket on because man it was freezing, got the butter, moving on. As I go to walk back into the bakery, this woman sticks out her foot by the door and stops me. I'm silently praying it's not a Karen, and luckily it isn't, but she's not far off. L equals lady me equals me, L. H E M me? Yes. L. It's TWO customers at a time. And I was here first, HMPH. For work, we have to wear black trousers and a black button-up. Because we're on our feet all day, all of us wear leggings and trainers. Paired with my hoodie. I did not look like I worked there, so I understand the confusion. Me? I know it's two people at a time, I'm just trying to L. I was here first. I try going round her again and she moves closer to the door. I have really bad anxiety, and the virus has made me really paranoid about people being near me I don't know. So to keep myself from panicking and to keep her unmasked self away from me, I stepped back. My boss hadn't noticed us as she didn't know I was back from the shops and was busy serving this mom and her screaming child as well as a builder. I gave up by this point, and as the second person left, I quickly darted in and sorted my apron out again. Just in time to see the lady walk in ready to throw hands. My boss had gone to doing paperwork as there were only us two, and there was a lot to do. I smirked under my mask. Me, rather sweetly, hello. How can I help you today? The lady stands there for a moment almost dumbfounded. And you guessed it, she wasn't wearing a mask. I knew she was about to throw a tantrum, so I made things even better. Me, boss name. Did you want me to deliver customers bread on the way home from work? My boss responds with a hearty yes please, and I turn back to finish serving the lady, who leaves without so much as a word. Despite 9/10 of our customers being jerks, that was a good day to work in retail. I told my boss the story, and she had a small laugh. She did wonder why I was standing outside with some butter. The next story is titled Lady Calls Me and Thinks That I Am Scamming. Context: I work for a company that sells insurances for appliances. However, I'm just in a call center in South America, Colombia, and I do the billing from there. Let's start. Beep. Me? Thank you so much for calling. Name of the company. May I have your phone number, please? Lady. No, who are you? Why are you answering my call? Me, well, I do work here on the billing department, so I am here to assist you. Lacey, where are you from? Me, I am from South America, Colombia. Lady, so you are Mexican? I don't want to speak with Mexicans. I do not hate Mexico, but I do really hate people who thinks that every person that speaks in Spanish is Mexican. Me, and notice I am from Colombia, so I'm C. Lady, I don't care, just help me out with this crap. Me, for sure miss no problem, however just for your information, I would like to tell you that this is a professional call, so it is not necessary to talk in that way. Lady, so after I made all the process to validate the account, I asked, me, okay miss, so you need to update your credit card, right? Lady, yes. Me, okay, so in that case, just in order to update it, I will need the new card number, the expiry date, and the CVV code at the back. Lady, and why you need all of that? Let me give you the last 4 digits. Me, well miss, I can take the last 4 digits, but I won't be able to update the information for you, lady. Let me talk to your ducking supervisor. Me, miss, this is the first warning. If you keep using a bad language, I will have to disconnect this call. Lady, me, so may I know why you want to talk to my supervisor? Lady, because you are trying to scam my information. You are trying to steal my information. Me, miss, every call is being recorded, and I'm not allowed to keep that information after the call. Lady, I don't trust you. In Mexico, there are just monkeys and immigrants. I was losing my patience. Me, miss, this is the second warning. Lady, I never swear. Me, no miss, but you are being racist. I was trying to be polite all the time while that witch was just yelling. Lady, pass me your supervisor right now. I'm gonna call the police. My lawyer and all the social media is going to L now about this, you mother F asterisk seeker monkey. Me, okay, so this is the third warning. Thank you so much for calling and have a great day. I hung up the call. Fun fact, it was the first call of the day. The next story is titled, Give Me Your Name Right Now. You are in big trouble, mister. When I was 20, I was going through my studies, and to make it possible, I used to work often in my father's small construction business, around 40 employees. I've been working there all summer since I was 16, doing various jobs like warehouse clerk, plumber, accounting, act. At the time, I was managing HR, contracts, and part-time employees and such, and was often working after office hours since I needed to attend class during the day 3 days a week. One day at 8 p.m., I get a call from one of our customers asking details about a work site and employees working there. I politely declined, saying that I'm not allowed to give him those information since I'm only working part-time, don't know him, and so can't confirm his identity. I also remind him that the office is currently closed and advise him to call back the next day during work hours when a manager can give him the information. He then immediately gets angry. Listen here, I know the owner of this company personally. I need this information and I want it right now. I respond, well, if you know him well, I'm sure you will gladly respond if you call him on his personal phone. Apparently that was not what he wanted to hear, as he went berserk on me. I'll spare you the all caps, but at this point, he was basically shouting at me, him, how dare you speak to me like that? Give me your name right now. You are in big trouble, mister. I'll get you fired for that. Me? Sure, write it down. It's gives my name, which is the same as my father's. Him, okay, I. Wait, insert OP name, as in, insert my father's name. Me? Yes, I'm his son. Don't let that stop you, though. Needless to say, I never heard back from him after that. Turns out he was who he said he was, and we stopped working with him. The next story is titled The Unfortunate Side Effects of Being Asian and Over 25. Unbeknownst to most people that come into contact with me, I am above the age of 30. You wouldn't be able to tell that much just by looking at me, but I'm of half Asian and Caucasian descent. You can call it really good genetics or what have you, but it has become a curse sometimes when you get mistaken for a teenager. It also becomes a small problem when your demographic is tweens, young adults, and therefore have to hire people without discriminating on age and try to accomplish things and teach them about the in and out fashion trends of the current generation. Anyways, so without going into much details, I was set to open a new store, our third to be exact, in the brand new mall that recently opened, and tasked both my marketing manager and new store managers to find suitable people within the month to fill in our new store with fresh faces and delightful customer service. It took them 3 weeks, but we got most of our employees sorted out. During the last week, before we opened, I happened to be attending a convention at a nearby state, which may or may not have involved some geeky crap, which is beside the point. So I packed my bags and was gone for an entire 5 days and 4 nights to let loose my inner geek. Whilst I was gone, my marketing manager decided to hire her niece as the last employee we needed. We will call her Bernice. I think that would suit. She asked me for permission to avoid drama and backlash and employee conduct and yada yada yada. But being as this wasn't a Fortune 500 company, but rather a family-run small business, I wasn't against the idea. This, however, backfired. I returned the week after to find that sales were doing all well, ordering and replacement of merchandise that had sold and needed to be restocked were being taken care of as I knew they would be. And all in all, things were looking good for the new store. However, apparently we needed new employees because 3 of them quit unexpectedly. I walk in during a cold November morning to browse the aisles and see what was out of stock and what was selling. What styles were selling quick and what styles we could do without. It took me about 4 hours or so to really post everything to my phone, and about 3/4 of the way and I realized there was a shift change and that I needed to grab lunch. So I went out to the area where the food court was, had my lunch, and decided to finish up what I needed to do for the day and let my store manager know what needed to be done, which merchandise needed to be pushed, what clothes to put on display, etc., etc. It was about 3 in the afternoon when Bernice walked in for her shift. As I was too busy doing what I was originally doing, I paid no mind and continued on. About 5 minutes and I realized that she wasn't alone at the cash register. Next to her was her fully tattooed up boyfriend, just snuggling up on her in public view. He literally had his hand down her blouse and his tongue so deep in her throat that it made me gag. I issued an ahem. She scowled at me not knowing who I was and stuck her tongue out in raspberry fashion. I walked up and said I don't think that would be very appropriate for customers to see. I'd appreciate it if you two wouldn't use all of that pent-up energy for the PDA you're showing. Half grimacing, she looked at me and uttered, "Yeah? Who the duck are you? And what the duck you gonna do about it? Free country, you don't have to look if you don't want to," ducking pervert. Now at this point, I knew that I had 2 options. 1, I could have some fun with this and really make her feel really bad and ashamed of herself. 2, realize that my policy of nobody talks to me like that, ever, and fire her ass on the spot. Unfortunately, my years of fun are gone, and I'm a businessman, and this was driving away business. So I opted for option 2. Bernice, was it? "Yeah, how the duck do you know, bro? Did your brother tell you that? Oh my god, are you Jimmy's brother from English class?" I said, "No, Bernice, I'm your boss. I'm the owner. I'm the reason why I allowed your aunt to hire you here. I'm also the reason why I want you to pick up your crap and get out of my store. I will pick up your shift and take care of it myself. You'll get your check at the end of the week. Thanks for all your hard work or lack thereof. Now leave, or I'll have mall security escort you out." I could tell by the look on her face that she didn't believe me at first, but then came into realization that she may have seen my face somewhere in the back of the break room where I keep some of my pictures to commemorate my other 2 stores. Needless to say, I have not seen her around that mall again. Her aunt spent the next 2 days apologizing to me, but it wasn't her fault. I didn't need to hear it. I don't blame her for that, and I had to see it for my own 2 eyes to believe it anyway. I found out later that the 3 employees who quit left because of Bernice. Her unwillingness to work with them to accomplish goals and her blatant lack of respect for them. Her boyfriend also apparently enjoyed closing the store with them at night, and they felt uneasy about it because they said they didn't know whether or not to trust him. I don't think I could have been more lenient with her, to be honest. I rehired them, and 2 of them are still valued employees to this day. Some of the details are shady when it comes to this story, but I remember the important parts. It was probably the worst and best job site story I have had in a while. The next story is titled "I'm the On-Call Technician." For a little bit of background, I was a cable installer/repair woman for 5 years and have since been promoted into more advanced line work. Currently the only woman on the technical team, and some people literally can't believe that I'm a technician, customers and coworkers alike. I could probably write a book. I stand on call maintenance shifts now, so if the internet goes down in the middle of the night, they call me to fix it. Our conversations are pretty informal. I ask what's going on, they tell me, I go fix it and let them know when it's done. It's 3 a.m. in my dark, quiet bedroom. I've already been called out once tonight. The phone starts ringing. It wakes me up and I answer it groggily. "Me? Hello? Operations Center. Hello, this is some dude in the Operations Center. Is this the on-call number?" He sounds confused. "Me? Yes, this is the on-call number. What's going on?" "Operations Center. I need to speak with the on-call technician." "Me? You are speaking with the on-call technician. What do you have for me?" "An outage." "Operations Center. Can you prove that you are the on-call technician?" "Me? You called me." "With the on-call phone number. Now you can tell me where the outage is or I'm going to hang up and go back to bed." This scares him into line, and he reluctantly gives me the details so I can go fix it. The next day, I check with my other 7 coworkers. None of them have ever been questioned or told to prove who they are by the operations center before. My on-call partner tells me I should straight hang up on them next time. I report the incident to my boss, who gives me permission to hang up on them in the future if they question me instead of giving me the pertinent details. The next story is titled Actually I'm the Owner. So backstory. Well, I'm young, like just turned 18 young, and me and my mother own this business where we breed and sell snakes, and the snake's necessities along with food. I'm the actual founder while my mom is the co-founder. Story. I was tending the store since only me and my mom worked there, and it was a slow day for us, so I was checking on all the animals, feeding the ones that needed feed and so on. This one person, we will call them entitled parent. I'm me. EP comes in and just is looking at all the animals, and I thought nothing of it till about 5 or so minutes go by when they walk up to the counter and ET snaps at me to get my attention. I look up slightly offended by how EP decided to grab my attention. Me, yes. May I help you? Yes, I was wondering how much this one, while pointing at a tank, is. Me. I'm not for sure, let me check for you. I say while walking to the tank. Well, it says here it's only $60. 60. Just a couple days ago, I saw this exact one for only 30. Me. No, I'm sorry, that one was sold already and we changed it out. You can't just change the price because it's a different one, it's still the same breed and everything. Me. Well, yes, while it is the same breed, it is much bigger the other, as the other one was younger than this one. It cost us more to maintain this particular one than the last. Size. Well, I don't know that much, can you give me a discount? Me. I'm sorry, but I cannot do that for you. Please, I only have 50 on me. Me. Well, I can't give you a discount, but we have some that are smaller than this and are cheaper. They're in the back if you want me to bring you one out. No, I don't want another. Why, I want this one. Me. Well, I'm sorry, I can't lower the price for this one. Like I said a few seconds ago, we have more in the back if you want this particular breed. I don't ducking want a different one, I would like this. Me. Please watch your language, there is a kid nearby. I don't care, I want to buy this ducking animal. Me. I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Let me speak to the manager. Me. Well, I'm the manager. Pops. Fine, I'm gonna call the owner. Me. Actually, I'm the owner also. Don't lie to me, you're not even old enough to own a car, nonetheless a store. Me. Yes, I am old enough, and I'm the owner while my mom is the co-owner. Quit ducking, lying to me, idiot. I want to speak to the actual ducking owner, and not some smart-ass teen. Me. Please watch what you say or I will have to ask you to leave. You can't kick me out, I know the real owner, and he lets me get a discount if I don't have enough all the time. Me. Well, that good for you now. If you're not gonna buy this one and only cause a disturbance in my store, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. No, I'm not gonna leave, you are gonna give me a discount. And that is that. Now I'm mad because one EP is yelling and cussing at me when I can't change the price and making a scene over this and just straight out ignoring me. So sell it to me now or I will call the owner and he will sell it to me. She then walks over to the counter where our cards are with my name and number. EP then dials the number and then answers the phone. At first I was confused because it states on the card that I'm the owner, but then I remembered it had my mom's number also on the card and EP actually called hers instead. Luckily, my mom told EP to duck off pretty much, and EP then tired to call the other number instead. While EP was dialing my number, EP had this crap-eating grin on while looking me dead in my eyes. I will never forget the look on Ep's face when I answered the phone. Me. Hello, this is name of the shop. My name. Speaking, how may I help you? EP then hung up and left the store immediately. What I will never understand is why EP got so upset about that animal. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and post some bear emojis in the comments.